Hey y'all, welcome to Night and Grace Revelations. This is Terrell Tia. This is going to be a reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It may or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings, and a link to the site is in the description. Somebody who may be getting out of jail or prison may be a factor here. Somebody who may be finding out or finally ready to reveal that they have to turn themselves into jail or prison. Maybe, maybe a factor here, like they have to go do some time. That feels like a really big factor. Fred, anything like that. I think this person is in a position to where they may have kept this information from their family and friends. Say for instance, if this person has been to jail in the past, they never told their family and friends that they've been to jail before. Like whatever this is, or been to prison before, whatever it is, it's like people are just now finding out about this jail prison shit. And it's coming across to me as if they seem sad and heartbroken that they weren't honest about the fact that they've been to jail or prison, or something happened in a situation to where they were being dishonest and they are the reason that somebody is in jail or prison. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like they're the reason that this person is in prison. And it's all because they were being selfish, entitled, and greedy and messy. Okay. Especially if there's a Britty or a Brittany. That's a factor in this equation. So Shanae, anything like that. I think this individual is starting to realize that they wronged this person, and this person wound up in jail or prison because they were trying to protect somebody that's emotionally unstable and potentially a drug addict. Okay. So it's like, this motherfucker is a drug addict. Like, why are you protecting a drug addict over somebody that has a full life ahead of themselves? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, why are you trying to cover or vouch for a drug addict when you know that this person is telling the truth, being honest in this situation? Especially if there's a Nisha or Nichelle, Nishay, anything like that, that's a factor in this equation. People are trying to hide the fact that this person is a drug addict. They're trying to cover up the fact that this individual, again, has some type of substance abuse issues. And they're trying to make another or others take the blame for things that this drug addict has done, this erratic person. And no, that's not what has taken place, especially if there's a Percy, Greg, anything like that. Like, let's be real and what's going on here. Okay, Snow, this person plays with their nose. And whatever they do to be able to afford their habit, it seems like they fell on hard times and couldn't afford their habit. So they started potentially like breaking into somebody's house or stealing somebody's identity to be able to maintain this habit. Okay, Francis is what I keep hearing. So now the truth about everything that they've been doing to be able to get by, and the truth about them being a drug addict, is going to come out. Jalen, like, just accept the fact that you be powdering your nose, bitch. Like, you be powdering your motherfucking nose and you can't afford to powder your nose. So now you're trying to prey on people to be able to afford to do that shit. And you can't afford to do that shit. And you can't afford to keep preying on people neither. Okay? So I think it's best that you just accept the fact that you need rehab, my bitch. That you need to go get some professional help, my bitch. You are a drug addict, nigga. You are a drug addict, nigga. And you want to fight everybody and be aggressive and volatile because you are on drugs, nigga. Like, stop trying to fight everybody because you on drugs and you need to go to fucking rehab, bro. Like, go get the help that you need instead of trying to start shit with people. Like, this is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. Like, this is a fucking predator. And I don't even think that they realize that they're about to lose everything because they keep preying on people while they're under the influence. Like, this person powder their motherfucking nose and turn into a psychopath. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever been associated with anybody like that's on drugs. I don't care what substance that they abuse, but their behaviors turn erratic as fuck. Like, and they will, and to them, the shit that they're doing is logical. It's completely logical. So there is no reasoning in this equation. Talitha, anything like that. You need to accept the fact that this motherfucker is a drug addict. You need to accept the fact that this bitch is a drug addict and they have issues. Okay? They have issues and they will ruin themselves financially and socially and anybody else that is attached to them. So if you do not want to lose your home, Okay, if you do not want to lose nothing, I suggest that you become the head of household. You become the breadwinner. You move out and move on your own and get away from this person, because they're going to lose their whole life. They're going to lose their livelihood because they're not going to be able to afford it, because they're a drug addict and they're denying the fact that they're a drug addict. So if you're wondering where their money went, what they're doing with all their time, is spent on drugs, especially if there's a Jade and Jalen. That's a factor in this equation. Somebody's gonna keep it fucking real. Like, bitch, you a powderhead. Like, you over here worried about other people's lives, preying on people like this, and you a whole motherfucking dope fiend, nigga. Like, quit preying on people. You a dope fiend, bitch. Go to rehab. Like, fuck out of here. Like, there is no sympathy in this situation. Like, I typically do have a lot of compassion for people that are on drugs, just from my own personal, like, life experience with dealing with a family member like that. Like, but in my opinion, it's like, this situation, this bitch knows that she's a fucking drug addict and she's erratic as fuck, and everybody around this bitch knows that she's a drug addict and that she's erratic, but they're being yes men and refusing to intervene every time this bitch trying to fight somebody. And that's what I don't respect about it, is the fact that it's like, you feel me, y'all got some type of control in this situation to where y'all can try to stage an intervention or something with this bitch, but quit letting them, you feel me, just try to attack people and fight people and shit when y'all know that this person got a substance abuse issue. Something is really wrong with them. They need professional help, and they will wind up in a grave or in jail. I heard just like your dad, just like their dad. Listen to me. They're going to fucking die. Okay, either from constantly attacking people while they're under the influence, attempting to attack people while they're under the influence, or because God is going to put them down, because nobody around them deserves to be attacked in this manner. This is a fucking drug addict. Thank you so much, y'all.